Welcome to Mindin My Business. I'm Janetta Arsenault of the Crown Collective, and this is a safe space for honest conversations about healing, purpose, ambition, visibility, and becoming intentionally. Okay, now you may be asking yourself, what exactly is Mindin My Business? Well, here at the Crown Collective, it simply means healing instead of hiding. It means choosing peace over performance, setting boundaries without guilt, and becoming who God called you to be unapologetically. That's it. That's minding your business. Okay. So, friend, pull up a chair and let's get into today's episode. I think one of the most important questions that we can ask ourselves as adults is, who told me that? Right? Like, who told me that I had to struggle to deserve success? Who told me that rest was laziness? Who told me that being emotional was weakness? Who told me that ambition was selfish, or that I had to earn love by overextending myself? Who told me that being soft meant I couldn't also be powerful? Because if we're honest, a lot of us are living our lives according to beliefs we never consciously chose. Beliefs inherited from survival, from family patterns, from corporate culture, from religion, from trauma, from disappointment, from environments that taught us who we had to become just to survive in those environments. And after a while, those beliefs stop sounding like conditioning and they start sounding like identity. Right? Some beliefs were built in survival mode. Okay. I think many women are living by rules that were created during seasons of survival, right? Don't ask for too much. Don't trust people. Don't slow down, right? You can't depend on anybody. Don't be too visible, right? People be hating, right? Don't rest. Don't fail. Please don't fail publicly, right? And friends, survival rules will keep you alive, but they will not allow you to thrive. Hello. Okay. And the part about healing is realizing that some things that protected you in one season or another can actually limit you in the next one. They're high performing, their perfectionism, right? It may have helped you survive other environments where mistakes weren't safe, right? Where like you had to be emotionally guarded, that may have been necessary, where you were constantly disappointed, right? But eventually you have to ask yourself, is this belief still serving me? Or is it just familiar? Because familiar doesn't mean healthy. Familiar does not mean healthy. I think a lot of us stay inside emotional patterns just because they're familiar, not because they're healthy, not because they're peaceful, not because they align. They're just familiar. And sometimes healing looks like admitting, I have outgrown the beliefs that help me survive. Ooh, friend. Okay. Because talk about it, right? Like one of the things about like limiting beliefs, they don't announce themselves, right? Sometimes they sound responsible. Okay. Sometimes they sound practical. Sometimes they even sound humble, right? But underneath them is fear of failure, fear of judgment, fear of disappointment, fear of visibility, fear of wanting more, the fear of being fully seen. And honestly, a lot of us, we've spent years shrinking our desires before life even had a chance to reject them. You're allowed to want more. You're allowed to want more peace, more rest, right? More softness, more money, baby, more visibility, more fulfillment, more alignment. Wanting more for your life does not make you ungrateful for what you already have. And it does not make you dismiss what you've learned so far. We have to spend so much time trying to appear low maintenance that we stop honoring our actual needs altogether. And somewhere along the way, like self-denial becomes normal. You stop asking, you stop dreaming, you stop trying, you stop expecting, not because you don't really desire more, but just that disappointment taught you to lower your expectations before life could do it for you. So my thing is to use, baby, question the story. Please question the story that says you have to exhaust yourself to deserve rest. Question the story that says being visible is dangerous. Question the story that says your needs are too much. Question the story that says you should feel guilty for wanting peace, for wanting softness, for wanting support, for wanting abundance. Some stories were inherited. Some were projected onto us. And some were created, again, during seasons where survival became the primary focus. But you're allowed to rewrite them. Okay. And honestly, I think healing sometimes, again, it starts with just becoming curious instead of judgmental towards yourself, right? Just ask, like, don't ask what's wrong with me, right? Maybe it's, where did I learn this? Where did I learn to be afraid of taking a nap? Like, where did I learn to overwork? Where did I learn to apologize for having needs? Where did I learn that I can't be soft? Where did I learn to associate struggle with worthiness? The devil is a lie. Okay. Okay. And once you become aware of those beliefs, you can finally get to decide whether it still belongs in your life or not. Because again, you are allowed to rewrite the story. Okay, healing is realizing what shaped you doesn't have to define you forever. You are allowed to evolve. You are allowed to unlearn. You are allowed to change your mind. You are allowed to choose differently. You're allowed to become someone your survival mode never would have ever imagined. Okay, friend, maybe this season is less about becoming somebody entirely new, and it's more about just releasing the beliefs that convinced you could never become yourself fully. Maybe this season is about questioning the things that you accepted without examination, and maybe minding your business in this season, honey, looks like being intentional about what you allow to shape your identity going forward, because every belief is building something, and you deserve beliefs that build the life you actually want to live. I love y'all. Okay. Thank you so much for spending this time with me. This is Minding My Business. If today's conversation resonated with you, please like, share, subscribe, do all the things, leave a review, share this with someone that you think it may help as well. And if you're looking for a deeper dive into all things visibility, becoming, being intentional, additional resources are linked below and inside the Crown Collective, honey. Until next time, baby, protect your peace, honor your purpose, and keep minding your business. I love you.